At this point, you may be thinking, this all sounds great, but some kids, they act out for no reason. And if I am too soft, too nurturing, or I am not firm enough, tough enough, then this group is going to walk all over me. Think about your own behavior for just a minute. Perhaps consider a time when you did something that you're not proud of. Have you ever done something where you obtained or gained something with dishonesty? Did you ever say something that hurt someone? Perhaps somebody that you love or care for? Did you do that for no reason? Was that something out of weakness? Was it you were having a bad day? No. You see, actions, they don't come out of a vacuum. And I mean that they're not born out of nada. When you see a kid who acts out and the circumstances around this kid don't make sense for this kind of action, then we need to ask ourselves, what's happening here? We need to learn to see the need behind the behavior. When we shift our perspective to see that every behavior is born out of something, and we take our own personal feelings out of the equation, we can focus on the kid and the behavior at hand so that we can meet that need creatively. Maybe you could think of a behavior that is happening in your own group. And so, let's respond to that. But before we respond to that behavior, let's classify what's happening here. Is this behavior a fear response? Is this behavior stemming? Is this an ask for an unmet need? Is this behavior a sensory issue? Now, is this behavior a danger to the child or to you or to the people around you? Even if it was, you still want to keep your cool. Stay calm. Is this a personal attack against you? Very unlikely. Is this something that is totally and personal with you? No. Is this an opportunity for the gospel? Is this a chance to share the love of Jesus Christ with this kid? Absolutely. Sometimes, even with the people around who are watching. I remember a time when I was at camp, and it was one of those days when you're already tired and you've already dealt with this kid. And as we were on the way to deal with another situation, another leader was going to take care of it. I was just coming along. And man, I would have been ready to chew this kid out. But the other leader, he showed mercy. He showed love and compassion. And he began to talk to this kid softly. And boy, what a lesson was I in for. Because I witnessed the gospel right there. And it made an impact in me, and it made an impact in the way I handle kids. So the way you react, the way you respond to these situations and the behavior of kids can show the gospel in so many ways. Even if you're not explaining the gospel step by step, you always have an opportunity to share God's love with these kids. So, let's look at some important action steps that we're going to learn, and we're going to remember them because they're very important. Number 1, stay calm no matter what. Number 2, see the need behind the behavior. Number 3, meet the need. Find a way. And number 4, don't quit. If it's not you, then who? There was a time when I was a kid, and I know I was not an easy kid. You could say I was one of those kids that you could get tired of pretty quickly. And I don't know how those ladies did it, but those teachers at church, wow, they had patience, and they saw the need behind my behavior. And I am so glad because one day God called me to ministry, and here I am ministering to kids because somebody saw the need behind my behavior.